I see y'all made it through the weekend. It's Monday. We all got to go back to work and go back to doing all the crap we don't want to do. But we have to do. And so that's the best of it. We can get through this Monday. We can get through every other day of the week. There's another weekend coming. I preach it all the time. Anyway, I'm trying to get my head together. I'm trying to come up with the thoughts that I had written down. But I'm having a trouble because a little while ago I was upstairs watching that idiot speaking up in Ohio to a group up there. And just watching him speak is enough to just ruin my day. He's up there blabbering about how the Democrats are un-American and treasonous. Are you shitting me? That disgusting man calls us un-American? That asshole who takes his orders straight from Putin? Are you kidding me? The Russian hack that sits in our office is calling us un-American and treasonous? That's a joke, you idiot. The only one that I see as treasonous is Donald Trump and the rest of the cotton-picking GOP. And throw old Sean Hannity in there. I swear that guy's getting his orders straight from Putin so he can come on TV and tell Donnie what to do. Fox and Friends in the morning. What, you got a direct line to the Kremlin or some shit? You want to talk about un-American crap? Right there is a bunch of it. Fox spews. And Donnie the Dick gets his messages straight from them. He's up there calling us names and crap. You know, I'm watching the Dow drop like a rock while he's speaking. Because he's not speaking from the teleprompter. He's trying to wing it. And every time he does that, he proves just how ignorant he is. How stupid he is. How divisive he is. That man's not a president. He's a wannabe dictator to take over the country. He demonizes the people. Most of the people in this country. More than what voted for his stinking lying ass. He defiles our house every day. And he attacks us, the majority in this country, who believe him to be nothing but a disgusting liar. Yeah. Well, he says that memo vindicated him. Yep, vindicates him. All the investigation can stop now because that Nunes memo, that piece of shit memo that Nunes met with the White House to make up some bullshit and write out there. You know, the New York Times is now saying, requesting that the Carter Page FISA document be unsealed. So we can all see, because Donnie, he declassified it. You know, he just wished. I want to see how long it's going to take him to approve that Democratic memo coming down on his desk pretty soon. He'll stumble and stall and all that other shit, you know he will. But I'm waiting to see the other memo. But this memo does nothing but point to the fact that he's a guilty Russian hack again. He's trying to get out of the Carter Page, and it brings up the Papadopoulos, and that's why they started this damn thing. And then what was Nunes? Nunes was on Fox and Friends this morning. Kevin Nunes, the Republican from California, he says that Trump never met Papadopoulos. You know, except for that picture of them in the meeting when Donnie called him a national security advisor. You know, that little thing. And when Nunes says, he said, well, that picture does not mean they knew each other. Oh, here's Donnie accepting the payoff from Russia. Well, he doesn't know that's the payoff for the what? It's bullshit. It's all bullshit what this man does. And Nunes needs to get his ass. There's already calls for him to be removed. Because he's shown himself to be a partisan hack, making up bullshit to try to undermine the investigation into this stupid idiot. I cannot wait for Mueller's investigation to be over with. I can't wait for him to come out and show us exactly the kind of traitorous scum him and his family are. His whole family. Donnie Jr., I can't wait. The only one that's going to get out of it is going to be Eric, and it's going to be for mental disability. He's too stupid to know anything else. The rest of them can all go to jail. Donnie's out there. He tweeted, I got this written down because I thought it was funny. Dems are pushing for universal health care while thousands march it because of their universal health care is going broke. And he goes on about telling about how Dems are evil and all. He's talking about the people in the United Kingdom that were marching in the streets and he thinks it's against health care, against the universal health care. You moron, you idiot. They were protesting pro-National Health Service, and they were protesting against cuts to the system. Yeah, you know, when you give people health, you know, they kind of like that shit, Donnie, sort of like the ACA did, but you're trying to kill it all the time. Why? Because you're a hack for profits, for money, baby, and that's all it is. You disgust. Besides that, all he wants to do is destroy it because Obama did it, and he will never get over the fact that Obama will be up 10 times the president, 100 times the president this dick will ever be. Obama's more respected in the world. He's more intelligent. I could make a list of what Obama is that Trump is not. Honesty, integrity, you name it. Trump has none of that shit. He's a dick. In that same tweet about little Adam Schiff, little Adam Schiff. Ain't that some shit? And he clumps in, he calls him a liar, and calls Comey, Wagner, Brennan, and Clapper a liar. He calls everybody a liar that speaks out the truth against this man. Donnie is he is the epitome of a lying little bitch. And he'll do anything to get his ass out of a sling, and his ass is in there tight, baby. He's trying to figure out some way of worming his way out of this investigation, but there's not a way that doesn't end in him being impeached. If he tries to fire Rosenstein or get rid of anybody else in there, it's going to cause a constitutional crisis and calls for his impeachment. If the investigation continues, we find out he's guilty of obstruction of justice, money laundering, collusion with the enemy, and all bunch of other shit, I am sure. And how this country, the little 25% of his little minions, see, that's what Donnie does. Donnie does not deal in reality. Donnie deals in perceptions. In the perception, if he tells those little morons down there, those little 25%, oh, he was talking about the deplorables again, how proud he is of his deplorables. I again remind you that the deplorables are racist, narcissistic, sexist, homophobic assholes, and if you call yourself a deplorable, that's what you are. And Donnie's proud of that. He's sitting up there on that stage today trying to tell people he's proud of the deplorables. He loves to see those shirts, I am a deplorable. If it said, I am a racist, would he like that? Hell yes he would. It's the same damn thing. Am I a homophobic? Yes, yes. That's what deplorable means, you idiot. That's what he means. He deals with perceptions. These idiots down there on the low right, the mud-sucking, scum-sucking, white supremacist Nazis and all that other shit down there on the right, that's his base. That's who he's talking to. And as long as he keeps them happy, he thinks he's got it in. He thinks he's gonna stay in power. And little does he know, the little scum-sucking bucket is gonna get his ass impeached. I get upset sometimes, and I just don't know what to say because I hate him so much, because he's about the worst thing this country has ever seen. He's about the most divisive person I've ever seen in our house. He defiles it every day he stays there. I say that message all the time. I'm so ready for him to leave our house, to leave our country. Get your ass out of here. We don't even want to smell your stinking Trump name in this. I get upset. I'm supposed to have an interview tomorrow with Eric Holquin, running for Congress down here in our district, and I'm supposed to go see him. I'll finalize that this afternoon. I hope it all goes through. And I've got some other irons in the fire that we are going to do. I'm trying to get involved in not only my local politics, but as much as I can everywhere else. That's all I'm asking of you, is to get involved in the politics of today. It is imperative that we turn this country around, and we see why every day that stinking man opens his mouth. We see a new reason to stand up in the street. If he does anything on this Mueller investigation, we should be out in the streets en masse. And I will be there, baby, holding up a big old sign. This man he's a treasonist. He's un-American. As un-American as they come. That's how come he watches Fox News, because that's about the utmost un-American station you could ever get on your damn TV. Bunch of idiots. I digress. I'm a little upset because I just can't keep my mind straight. Just like I said, watching him out. I'm just like y'all. I watch him and I get upset and I get mad and it boils up in my brain that just how much more can this country stand to watch that man get away with this every day while he thieves this country blind. Going down to Mar-a-Lago again, I'm sure, next weekend and the weekend after that, and whatever weekend he can get away with. And he doesn't give a shit how much it costs this country. He doesn't care how much it costs in money, how much it costs in honor or integrity of our nation. He doesn't give a shit. He'll flush it all down the sewer for his. He wants to have an idol to Donnie. He's just like other dictatorous king ever was. He's a potentate that wants a statue to him or some shit like that. A wall built in his honor. Piss on your wall. He wants $30 million now. He turned down the McCain-Coons bipartisan proposition bill because it's not enough. He wants $30 billion for his wall. If y'all remember correctly, just a while back ago, 3 weeks or a month ago, it was $18 billion. Then it went to $25 billion. Now he's sitting up there saying $30 billion. He's an idiot. He ain't going to get $30 billion. He's not going to get $18 billion. How about you just sign the DACA bill, Donnie, and quit trying to put a price on people's patriotism to our country. Those young children are patriots more than your stupid ass, Donnie. They deserve citizenship more than Donnie the Dick does. Because they're willing to stand up for this country. And until you decided to run for president, you little shit, you didn't give a crap about this country. You hid your money. You dealt with the Russians. You money laundered. You were a coward when your country called on you. I got bone spurs. You're just a little weasel who never gave a shit about this country until you decided to run for president and take it for all it's worth. So you can help Putin get his oil out. So you can help the Russians with all their hacking and shit. That still nothing on this damn stuff that is trying to stop the Russians from doing it again. Nothing. We're talking about all sorts of shit, but he has done nothing to protect this country. Oh, he wants to build up the nuclear arms arsenal. Ain't that great? Yeah. Let's do some more of that shit. Let's go back to the Cold War. That's what Donnie wants anyway. I'm beside myself with shit and I don't even know what I'm talking about. The blue wave is coming, baby, and I want to be a part of it. I want to wash all over it because we have to wash all the way up into every crack and crevice and get the scum out of it. The shit that's been hiding up in corners. Like Ryan and McConnell. Those scum suckers have to get out of there. They're a leech on society. Talk about welfare recipients. That's what McConnell is. People like that's been there forever. A guy out in Utah, they're creatures. They feed on the government. That's all they are. They're politics. Poly, meaning many, and ticks are parasites, blood-sucking parasites. That's what politics is. That's what they make it into. Blood-sucking leeches on our country. Instead of doing the people's work, they're too busy lining their pockets or doing favors for their rich friends or some shit like that while they leave the American people down in the ditch. Well, I'm tired of being left down in the ditch, baby. I'm ready for this country to rise up and take power over this idiot. Throw him out and all the GOP idiots that support him and continue themselves to come out and degrade our FBI, our country, and everything else in support of that money-grubbing idiot. Anyway. That's about all I got today. I got to get my head together. I got all sorts of shit up my head. That's why I'm not on par today. Anyway, we'll see what happens on Wednesday. Maybe I'll be a little bit better. Anyway, John Brittivo, a Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Brittivo on Facebook. John Brittivo Speaks, our fan page. They're doing a hell of a job today. We got the postcard today. Got the postcard campaign today to... the governor of Wisconsin. I hope y'all got your cards out. I got to run upstairs and do that. I am way behind on all my shit. So, just, I can't even remember the governor's name of Wisconsin right now. Got to get the postcard out to him. I put the address and everything on my last show. So make sure you get the postcard out. I'll go up and do that right now and get my postcard out so we'll all be there at the right time. But do what you can. Do what you motivate yourself to do every day in this fight because we have to. It is for our country and it's worth fighting for. We keep saying that shit. Like, share, and subscribe. John Brittivo, Blue Dot in Texas. Thank you all for the Patreon that y'all have been. We've had some donors come in lately. We really appreciate that. It's going to go miles and miles and miles to keep this show going, believe me. And so we really appreciate those people. I got some more to put on there too. We'll put them up in the next few days on Patreon. So keep an eye out for that stuff. Anyway, that's about all I got. I'm out of breath. I want to go upstairs and see what's going on and try to relax the rest of this day. It's been a rough one. We'll see y'all later. Bye.